What up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today on Fitness Tech Reviews, we're going to be going over the Garmin Vivosmart 5 and the Fitbit Charge 5. These guys are coming around at the same price. This Charge 5 is about $150, the Vivosmart 5 about $150. But let's go ahead, see what the differences are, the similarities, and really which one's best for you. But let's go ahead and get right into it. Let's get into the similarities real quick. So they both do have touchscreen OLED displays, of course the monochrome on the Vivosmart 5, and also they come with 5 atmospheres of water resistance. They have heart rate monitors, they have accelerometers, they both have SpO2 tracking, women's health tracking, and stress tracking as well. Of course, they go through your steps, your calories burned throughout the day too. They both do come in with about 7 days of battery life, but if you're gonna be using these guys to the fullest extent, you're probably a little bit longer, down to 4, but we'll get into that in a second. They even have some breathing exercises on the bands and in the apps themselves to help out with some stress. They both can detect irregular heartbeat, so if your heartbeat is too high or too low, you can customize it throughout each one of these bands to see if you can get a notification, so to let you know if you are too high or too low. All right, that's pretty much all the similarities. Let's go ahead and get into the differences. First thing first, of course, the screen itself. The Garmin is coming in with a 0.41 inch display, where the Fitbit Charge 5 is coming in with about a 1.04 inch display. You do see the difference. Of course, it's monochromed over here on the Vivosmart 5, where you do get full color on the Charge 5. The Garmin Vivosmart 5 does have a physical button there at the bottom to go back, where if you want to go back on the Fitbit, you have to double tap the center of the screen to be able to navigate. We'll get into the user interfaces a little bit later in the video. You do get NFC payment through Fitbit Pay on the Charge 5, so that's awesome. And you also have a GPS and an ECG monitor on this as well. So you do get a lot of extra sensors, and not only that, it is detecting AFib, irregular heartbeats, on the Charge 5 that recently came out this week. So I haven't been able to test it or anything like that, but it is on the Charge 5 and with the new update. So with the battery life, they both have 7 days of battery life, but with the Garmin, if you want to get the best sleep tracking out of the device, you will have to turn pulse ox on and you'll get around 5 days of battery life. With the Charge 5, it does get about 7, maybe closer to 6 days of battery life, but it also has an always on display. And if you like to use the always on display, you're probably looking at around 4 to 5 days of battery life. They both also do have interchangeable bands. That is new on the Vivosmart 5, where the Charge series always had interchangeable bands. Also with the weight, you have about 2 grams less on the Vivosmart 5, but there is a medium, small, and there's also a large variant as well for wrist sizes. So you will have to make sure to get the right one. I have a smaller wrist and do have to go small, medium. Both these guys do have music controls, so you can pause tracks, skip tracks throughout whatever you're using to play music. And of course, price. They're both coming in about $150 right now, but as I am filming this video, the Charge 5 on Amazon is $127, so you are saving some money here, so that is awesome. Where the Vivosmart 5 just came out, we probably won't see any of those discounts anytime soon. So Garmin goes with body battery, and this goes right as soon as you put it on, and it kind of depletes your body battery and brings it up, letting you know how much energy you have throughout. Where on the Charge 5, it uses the readiness score. With the readiness score, it uses things like HRV. I mean, they both do, but you do have to have the band on for about 5 days to actually get that readiness score to come up. Talking about that, you get 6 months of premium with your Charge 5. What is premium? It's on the app itself. So even with readiness score, you do have to have premium to be able to get your readiness score. Where with the Vivosmart 5, the Garmin in general, everything is free, nothing's behind a paywall. Where the Fitbit, they have this premium version of their app where there are a lot of things behind a paywall. Yes, you'll get sleep scores. Yes, you'll get your heart rate variability and all of that, but it'll only track for 7 days, so you can't see longer periods to be able to check how things are going up and down unless you are on the premium. It does, again, come with 6 months of premium. If you want to pay for a full year, it's $80, and if you want to pay per month, it is $9.99. So that is something to definitely take into account. And on the app itself, if you are a data nerd, the Garmin app has so much things built in. It's right over here, where the Fitbit is a little bit more simplified, so you'll be able to see everything maybe a little bit easier, but there are so many different things to go through on the Garmin app. If you're a data nerd, the Garmin app is better, but if you're looking for simplicity, the Fitbit app might be a little bit better for you. If you guys are getting a lot of value out of this video, please smash that like button. It's going to help with the algorithm to push it out to more people. It's going to help tremendously with my channel. All right, let's get into the user interface of both of these, starting with the Vivosmart 5. Of course, you do have your physical button down here at the bottom. When you swipe down, this is going to go through all your widgets. All these are customizable through the app, and of course, this bottom button is your home button. And swiping up just kind of goes the backwards way. If you do hit that home button, you have your activities right here. If you like to start a workout, heart rate, watch faces, you can change out not really that much, clocks, settings, and all of that. When you swipe to the left, you're not really getting anything. When you swipe to the right, you are going to get some things like call notifications and do not disturb. And here on the back, this is where you're going to have all of your sensors, and this is a replaceable band. And if you are charging it, it is a barrel charger that does plug in both ways, and it charges at about 2 hours. All right, here on the Charge 5, when you swipe down, you have NFC payments, do not disturb, screen wakes. A lot of these things are customizable. When you get into your settings, you can go to always on, change out your heart rate zone, stuff like that. When you want to go back, you do have to double tap on the screen. When you swipe to your right, these are going to be your widgets. You can change where you want your exercises, and you can change which one you have right there. And of course, you keep swiping, you're going to go through all your widgets as you go. Double tapping on that home screen will get you there. And when you're swiping the other way, it's just going to go the opposite way. You can get your EDA scans, timers, and stuff like that. When you swipe upwards, this is going to give you a day on how you are looking with your heart rate, with your sleep, and all that. You can have it right here. And of course, double tapping is going back. Here on the back are all your sensors, and you do have your charging here at the bottom. It is a magnetic charger, and it only goes on one way, so it snaps right in. I do like the magnetic charger a little bit better, but it takes about 3 hours to fully charge. So what are my overall thoughts and recommendations here? To be perfectly honest, I don't think you could really beat the Charge 5 here. It is sleeker, it does have better build quality in my opinion, and it's cheaper at this point. It has GPS built in. I did have a little bit of problem with the connected GPS on the Vivosmart 5. It kind of fluctuated a little bit, not the most accurate. Well, you will get a more accurate tracking with your GPS here. But if you are a data nerd and do not want to work through the premium Fitbit app, I would go with the Garmin. This is small. Both of these guys are relatively small, but the Charge 5 is a little bit smaller, so it will stay a little bit more out of the way. But both of these are a very good build. They're both going to give you pretty much the same type of heart rate tracking and also sleep tracking. I wouldn't really say one is better than the other on each one, but I mean, maybe the Vivosmart 5 might be a little bit better on sleep tracking, but the Charge 5 also very good on sleep tracking. And as far as their fitness tracking, same type of deal. Their heart rate sensors work great. I believe I did have a better experience with the Charge 5 than I did with the Vivosmart 5, but that can be up to variance and stuff like that. Well, hopefully this video was helpful for you guys. If it was, please smash that like button. If it was really helpful, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you'll be one of the first ones to know when my newest video comes out. If you're looking to purchase any one of these bands, it's going to be linked down in the description below. It'll shoot you to Amazon, and a little bit of that purchase is going to help me grow my channel. But as always, stay happy, stay healthy, and above all, stay positive. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.